Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. It was off last night with family, which is why I didn't do the Boy Howdy campaign, but we're back with a grand campaign for you. Our first round is going to be the Reno Falls, where we have the 42nd Pennsylvania versus the Colquitt's Brigade token. They're going to switch sides for our second round, which is going to be on the Harpersferry Graveyard. We have the 17th Michigan leading the Union campaign on CSA versus the 11th Mississippi leading the CSA campaign side on the Union. Before we get into this, thank you to our YouTube members for the support. If you'd like the support, go beneath the video, hit the join button. By doing so, you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do with no ads. You can advertise your regiment in the bottom of our videos and get an additional broadcast per week. Our regiments for today, representing the CSA campaign side, you have the 42nd Pennsylvania, 30th Ohio, 11th Mississippi, 12th Virginia, Pickett's Brigade, Davis Brigade, 30th North Carolina, Irish Volunteer Brigade, 11th Pennsylvania, and the 1st Delaware. Whereas on the Union campaign side, you have the Free States Brigade and Iron Brigade, or FSIB. You got Colquitt's Brigade, 28th Massachusetts, or 9th Corps, Hampton's Legion, 17th Michigan, Shenandoah Regulars, and the 59th New York. Server pop for today is currently 298. CSA right now up by what looks like 7 players. Artillery-wise, CSA doesn't have it. Union does. It's about the worst artillery you've seen. Looks like they're just taking their officers. Our infantry in balance is 7 as you see it. Frontline reporters for today. On the Union campaign side, you have Doug from the Colquitt's Brigade, and on the CSA campaign side, you got Flores from the 11th Mississippi. Appreciate these guys so we can see what's going on the ground. We're also seeing what is going on in the sky. And if you are playing this match, whether it be live streaming it or recording and uploading it later, send me a link to that, and I'll put it in the pinned comment of this video. So, Reno's Fall, it is a 5% ticket in balance to the attacking CSA side. This map has been heavily CSA biased in the past, and generally you have point. It says points in the rocks here, but also point is on the stone wall. That's why Union currently has the point captured right now. CSA will generally like to hit this Union left side, going through the woods, hitting their line and collapsing towards the center, or hitting this far other side and going around the Union this way. However, it looks like CSA for the most part is going to go in this woods. Union trying to use this stone wall to their advantage, as you know, it's a nice spot to have. You will note though, CSA main spawn comes down this road, and 1st Delaware here and Davis Brigade are eyeing up a really nice flank. They might not have numbers, still a nice flank. 28th Mass though sees it for Union, and they're going to start countering that immediately. But it's a ballsy strategy for Union to give up their left, essentially. Let CSA go through that woods. 1st Delaware bypassing 28th Mass, and it looks like they're just maybe trying to be a harassing force. They do have a flag. 9th Corps might want to get that, which looks like you got the 59th starting to pursue this as well. Because if you can get one of those mobile respawns down, that's huge for your team. And flag will go down, so huge there from the Union side. Meanwhile, CSA is hitting this hard Union left. Iron Brigade's trying to hold over there, but they're just getting rolled over. A simple numbers game. Already, though, CSA is slightly down in tickets.
Hold them off a little longer.
Will also note the Union main spawn is around here. There it is. I didn't remember if it was behind the Garland Stand Church. So Union shifts down this stone wall that turns into a straight fence. You also have some Union taking a ballsy position. Colquitt's Brigade here. Huge numbers trying to get behind the CSA. The moment CSA turned around, nicely done. They get out of there quickly. As we've seen with at least the 1st Delaware, and not so much Iron Brigade, but same thing happened to them. They were just off on their own, and the mob came in and wrecked them. Now, obviously, CQB's got more numbers, but you're defending on this match. Your job is to take as minimal losses as possible and force the attacking side to attack you. You know, they're attacking. No need to put yourselves in a bad spot where you can get charged out. So each side so far, at least maybe for a moment, getting a flag down. CSA knocking that flag down. Union getting it back. Union getting that CSA flag down. And it looks like they're playing aggressive. Officers are in a steam chat so they can move together. CQB and 59 starting to move up. Engage close with the CSA here. Something to note, CSA on this map, they've got the 18th Georgia Regiment with the option of the Springfield, 55 in the Enfield, and they also have the 2nd Mississippi with the option of the Enfield and the 42, so they got buck and ball. Union now charging.
Officers down. Hitsy. Get him, Colquist. Get him.
Get that flag.
And that's a second CSA flag down. We'll also note, Union's got the 51st New York and the 51st Pennsylvania. Both have the option of the Springfield 61. So CSA, especially with the fighting in the woods, kind of have superiority with weapons. But the Union side so far has been playing a great game. They're up by a third of a morale stage. I mean, they're really positioning well. The only thing, though, is that they're putting themselves in a bit of a pincer. Not a whole lot coming from CSA spawn, but you're still kind of putting yourselves in a pincer. CSA is just kind of being really just picked apart here. Props on Union for their awareness of the situation here.
Flag. Also, look north, guys. Look east, guys. Look east. A couple of skirmishers east.
And I mean, you can just zoom out here, and the CSA position in the center is slowly getting shot up. Whenever you're being shot at from numerous angles, you gotta punch out. Because generally, I mean, at least in this event, numbers are fairly even. And if your enemy's spread out around you and you're all clumped up, that probably means you have more numbers if you punch out. So I like this charge here from CSA. Maybe a little late, but glad they're doing it now.
Oh, great heavens! Hey guys, we won.
No, not yet.
Kill 'em all.
I guess they're still gonna be
Chase him,
And
chase him.
11 Mississippi, 1st Delaware, IVB guys moving from main spawn, crush in. They picked their flag back up. 59th got out while CQB got wiped, and CSA is going to keep pushing. Why not?
Two steps back.
One more, huh?
Get back. No, see, you gotta move.
Oh my god, you got fucked. Come here, boy.
Oh my god, I said one in the face with my thigh.
CSA slowly starting to gain momentum on this wall. Union just needs to protect their flags.
One fuck, vision.
Через забор. Пошли. Дальше.
Пошли, пойдем.
Дальше. Нельзя останавливаться. Пошли.
Got a couple Ninth Corps guys trying to move in, but they should have really just focused on that flag and get it out, which looks like Soviet Duck is going to try to do here. And we'll see if he gets that out in a second. But Union reinforcements pouring into the woods. HL charging in. Iron Brigade's with them.
Better break your load, boy.
Come on, wipe him out. Flag down.
And I mean, Union has a ticket lead. Might as well, you know, you can get a little aggressive. You can form some ticket loss here. And I mean, CSA goes down to engage. Union winning this charge here. Nicely done from HL and IB there. But as a result, CSA have pushed out this Union kind of center line, gotten a flag down. But I mean, hey, if you're Union right now, this is huge. This is about as best of a start as you can have if you're Union on a map like this where CSA wins a lot. And I mean, maybe this ticket balance change from 10% advantage to 5% might be enough, but I mean, Union's just played a very efficient game so far. Both sides, for the most part, resetting. Iron Brigade, I don't know if they're trying to save their friendly's flag, but they are running into a lot of people. There goes Lucian. They just got... where are they going? Oh my goodness. You know, this is probably the first tactical mistake from the Union here. I don't know what Iron Brigade was doing. I don't know if they didn't see the CSA there, but they just all got completely shot. Nice shots from DB and London, Mississippi. But I do see CQB now pushing in, 59th behind. Maybe a good move, but mistimed. CSA reinforcements starting to pour out of the woods, hitting the back end of this.
But he also missed you.
So Union's starting to get a little bit of a defensive line on the stone wall, which will be very helpful. CSA trying to turn this Union right. Union's about to hit engage. 30th NC. Kind of getting a foothold here, but good moves from Union. Yeah, I mean, if Iron Brigade would have laid it a little longer, I mean, that's just what happens sometimes. You all say charge in, but, you know, groups are a little further away than what you expected, and a mistake can be made. But, I mean, Union, though, still acting very much together here.
Come on, IB. Shift it down.
CSA is at least getting more grouped up here, but we just got to watch it. It's like when 11 Mississippi got charged early in the round, the rest of the CSA should have come to help charge out the Union there. It's just stuff like that. But Union hit engage. Union's up by about 1/4 of a stage, so that ticket gap is closing very slightly.
Stand up and fuck him up.
I just look at what Flores is letting his pistol rip here. Like, why the hell? Yeah. He's just letting it rip. Usually you don't see officers shooting from distances like that. Not easy to hit, that's for sure. So both sides kind of setting back up. I mean, Union's definitely formed up. CSA's getting ready here. Kind of mixed up in the woods. They have more guys moving down here to the stone wall.
Right in front of us. They're directly southeast south.
And it looks like CSA just wants to get into a shootout here. They could easily hop up and over and go in if they want, but you do have Union movements as well. HL and 59th are kind of moving around to the south side. CSA officer on the far side as well here. Looks like Union might just maybe trying to spread out a little bit, secure their flank. I don't know.
I'm not ready. 3, 2, 1. Once you're loaded, out in the line right here. Fire straight down the road. Fire straight north.
On the road. When you're loaded.
Looks like they're just trying to get a different angle. CSA hopping up and over that stone wall, and they're going to go in. This is going to be a beautiful flank for them. Union's got to refuse the line on that snake fence. A little late, though.
V for violence. Hold it, hold it.
Keep going, keep going.
V for violence, boys.
I don't know if that Union 59th HL, the guys moved up there, moving down to assist. But CSA moving in flags. A lot to see with that smoke. Union reinforcements now starting to move down the road, but CSA have basically taken that corner. If Union loses this is a little huge here. More CSA reinforcements moving from the woods, starting to crush in.
Start shooting. Don't even go into them. Union, get out of here. Union, we gotta go.
CSA does have numbers, more Union now pouring in. Maybe getting a hair of a foothold here. CSA still has a lot.
Just load in the face.
Давай, режем их, режем.
Ah, you even got more CSA charging on the woods. I like the charge here from Pickett's brigade. They knocked down a flag or two, and that's going to force Union flags back. But more importantly, as a result, CSA is going to be able to take this corner since Union doesn't get respawns off the rip. Union's still trying to stay close into the fight, though. Trying to at least hold this stone wall. Union still up on tickets despite all of this. FSB, a couple of them flanking around on the wood line. CSA, I like it. They're just going to keep pushing. You want to charge, might as well keep going. But I'm shocked how good the tickets are for Union right now. I mean, Union's up by 1/3 of a stage right now. And I mean, really good flag discipline on the Union side. They just keep running them back the moment CSA start to get close.
Get back to main. Get back to main. Get back to main right now, bro.
CSA bringing their flags up, men pushing forward. They're still trying to keep momentum going. But I mean, Union still got some numbers. CSA looks like a good amount of Union are spawning in main and going in. Flag timers must be high. 5-second spawn queue. CSA wants the flags. They're keeping the push going.
Keep charging, keep charging.
That Union ticket lead just evaporated. Where did that go? I guess Outer Lines will do that to you.
him off. Keep pushing him off. Kill, kill, kill.
On my boys.
Hey, bitches.
Get him. With me. Flag this way. All my boys. This way. Push. Need these flags down.
Let's go this way.
So both sides hit taking losses the exact same time. It looked like Union was getting a huge ticket lead. It just evaporated out of nowhere. And CSA will have essentially taken the field. I mean, regardless of all that, the fact that tickets are even at this point, huge props to Union. They've played a great round so far, all things considered. They're still in the fight. Plenty of time left, but we'll see. CSA are on point capping. You do have a couple Davis Brigades, quick timing. They're going to cap this point. And they do cap. Someone in the chat was just like, why did you redeem it? Why did you redeem it? So, CSA early cap, it stops the black timer. Now, this is, you know, it's a fine early cap. It's not needed. Generally, you want to early cap if the defenders are turtling, which turtling means hiding in your spawn to where the attackers can't engage you. Or you're running out of time, which CSA's, none of those conditions are checked. Anyways, Union pushed down, Iron Brigade's getting in there, and the whole CSA team is on them. You do have, oh my, Midwest, 17th, Michigan starting to move down. Meanwhile, a lot of the Union are pushing in the woods against a outnumbered CSA force. Union's getting completely shot to crap here. Meanwhile, in the woods, 42nd and 30th need to get out. Little late, though.
This is happening.
You got a little scrap. Hey, you got a bug on your neck. Let me get that. I'll get that for you. Don't worry.
Sorry, Sunwheel.
So Union will win that. Will say that the early cap is bad. Like, imagine if CSA up was like half morale stage right now. That'd be really bad if they early capped, because Union, as a defender, right, the original defending team, they would regain tickets up to the percentage of tickets that the attacking side is at if they were to retake a point. Which, I mean, Union's not down to tickets at all, which is why early capping is not necessarily the worst thing in the world. More Union reinforcements pour on the stone wall. It looks like they will take it. CQB and HL guys continuing to push through. Union will retake. It doesn't look like they regained any tickets. At least the bar didn't move. They want these flags, and CSA will get them out and at least be able to get them out into a place where they can hold them. But yeah, the CSA knocks Union into breaking, then they can just capture the point and win it at that time.
59th. Peel even further back here. Pull back one more line.
5-9, peel back a little bit more.
One back line. One more line. One more line.
About face. About face. About face. Who's got our flag?
So, Union side reforming, CSA basically together at this point. You have a couple Union guys holding center here, being FSB. I will say, maybe CSA was worried because Union's been very aggressive this game. And when the attacking team captures the point, the rules flip. So Union is considered the attackers, right? They're counterattacking, trying to take the point. CSA is defending the point. They're just trying to hold it until the gold timer hits 0. So the rules flip when a counterattack starts. As a result, right, normally the attacking team's last stage is final push, defenders is last stand. And since the rules flip, so do the stages. So during a counterattack phase, CSA being the defenders could hit last stand, Union could hit final push. Why is this important? Because if the CSA in a counterattack, the original attacking team gets knocked down into last stand, and then the Union, who's now the attacking team, retakes the point, they will win the game. So that's maybe why CSA was a bit concerned with that early cap. Now, when a attacking team, the original attacking team, early caps when the defenders are on taking losses, you have 7 minutes. Now, both sides were at a very high taking losses when that happened. 7 minutes is not a lot of time to knock your opponent down 2 whole morale stages, which is what the Union would have had to have done. in order for them to hit CSA in the last stand. So it most likely wasn't going to happen. Now, imagine if each side here loses like a fourth of a morale stage, CSA early caps, and then you have 7 minutes to just knock your opponent down a morale stage in a quarter. That is possible. Very possible. So, CSA, good part about them, really good part about the aggression, a lot of charging we've seen this game, or this round so far, is that CSA has a lot of time on the clock. So, at this point, if CSA wants to just sit back, shoot this out with the Union for the rest of the round, they can do that. If they want to charge through the woods, charge somewhere, they can do that. If they want to early cap, now, I don't think they will. They can do that. They are early capping, though. You do have some CSA on the rocks. 30th North Carolina. Maybe the edge of this line here from 11 Mississippi is. I don't think so, though. I mean, you can just look at Floris's view, which Floris is not capping, albeit he was a little behind the line. It may or may not be.
Yes, sir. Don't cap a point.
And again, the concern is just Union trying to hit CSA into last stand, which I don't know if these guys are edging point. DB there, 30th NC pulls off point. I don't know why FSB is charging these guys out. Looks like 30th North Carolina was the only guys on the point. I don't know why they would charge them out. If you're Union, I mean, you've been able to get up on tickets this entire match. That fact is true. But now that things have kind of settled down to the more original positions of each side, CSA, especially in the past 10 minutes, has really started to come back. So, if I'm Union, unless I can find a way to defeat the CSA in detail, I would want CSA to early cap the point. So, I don't like that FSB charged off 30th North Carolina. Granted, 30th North Carolina fell off pretty quickly, or retreated very quickly. So, Iron Brigade follows suit, getting on that rocks. If I'm Union, and now I know I don't know, they made rules at least last season for turtling. Let me see if I can find them. Some of these Discords don't have good... there's like, you can't find a rule set. There's like a War of Brothers or something. It's really hard to find a rule set on their Discord. Like, you gotta search in messages, history, and stuff like that. Anyways, so turtling, the rule for turtling is turtling will not be permitted. Turtling is classed as hiding out of bounds of the enemy, which your main spawn is out of bounds for your opponent. Oh, looks like we have IB charging out these 11 Mississippi guys, these skirmishers here. But turtling is classed as hiding out of bounds of the enemy, hidden where you are unable to be actively engaged with at least gunfire. If a side is seen to be turtling, an admin will take to the sky and judge whether or not it is turtling, unless it is blatantly obvious already. And then they talk about punishments being a case-by-case situation. So, turtling's not allowed. So, I mean, that sucks if you're Union. They had a window maybe with 30th North Carolina accidentally capping, but they drove them off. And, I mean, just look at this shootout already. Union is down tickets right now for the first time in this match. So, you can now understand at this point, Union wanting to get on this rocks here on point. You don't want CSA to just walk up and take it, which if you're CSA, at this point, you could start putting guys on point trying to cap it. Pre-cap it, as they say. Usually, at least, I don't know if this is true or not. Maybe it's just recency bias, but it's really felt like rounds don't end when Defender hits breaking anymore too often anyways, outside of in events, I'm saying. Pubs, not so much, but at least in events, it feels like Defenders are always fighting until they hit last stand, which is good to see. But we'll see when CSA wants to make their move. Again, CSA, if they want, right, they could just keep doing this, right? It's been about 5 or so minutes since the shootout has begun. Both sides losing approximately a fourth of a morale stage. And, I mean, CSA could keep this up for the rest of the game if they wanted to. They might take the rest of the 21 minutes on the clock, but they could do that if they want to. Again, that's why I really like being aggressive, because even if charging doesn't work at the beginning of a match, you have time to react to the ever-changing battlefield and adjust your plan. You're attacking. I also, that's just my preference. Sitting and shooting has its place, but for the most part, attacking and charging the charges, being aggressive, that's when the game is really decided, because charges is where the tickets are lost. Sir, right? Both sides have been going down tickets in a shootout, as we've seen right now, but a lot of the charging is why both sides are almost in breaking 25 minutes into the round, which it's been a fast pace.
What you got, Dougie Doug? Oh, Doogie Doug, what we like to call him. Oh, Journal Doogie.
Looks like you... Oh.
Journal Doogie. That's what we got. Oh, Journal Doug Doogie, what do we call him? Doogie Doug. Oh, Doogie Doug, what I like to call him. Doug done did a Doogie.
So Union hit breaking to that guy who was on the fence. So the question is CSA going to make a move for the point now, or are they just going to drag this on? Let's see here. You got First Delaware now pushing out to the rocks. It looks like they are starting to cap it. And so most of the time you want to fight over the stone wall. You never really want to fight over the rocks because you have to cross a wide open field, which as they say that Iron Brigade's charging in.
Sir, they're coming. They're coming.
Looks like you got more CSA starting to go out this side. Some of them on the stone wall. Union's also... Why are they all fighting over this rock? Union is taking the point back, though.
Let them charge us, boys. Let them charge us.
Fighting over this rock makes no sense because if you... Okay, hold up. Little flank here from 30th North Carolina. Looks like they clean that up, getting a Union flag. Really nice flank. I didn't even see that. Perspective is everything. CSA are breaking. But if a team tries to defend on the rocks, the whole other team can just get on that stone wall and shoot on them. It's a really good spot. But CSA take the rocks. CSA hit breaking. CSA still slightly up on tickets. And now they're taking the point. More charging starting to happen down the middle here. PV along Mississippi. First Delaware respawns. Now pushing down the stone wall. Starting to take it. Union's going to have to charge this shortly.
Nice. Yeah. Look at FSP, son.
Oh man, is straight chilling.
First in line, last to die. Hit the wall,
hit the wall.
CSA, for the most part, their whole team, they do have some strangling around the flank, which you do still have Union over in the woods. Points still going in CSA's favor. Union down a fourth of a stage. Union's doing a lot of movement that's not at the point right now. Looks like they're just trying to secure this flank as a 42nd and 30th charge. And never mind, maybe that's why they're moving this way. But they're not on point. So it's a nice little push up from 42nd and 30th here. Now you got a lot more Union charging on point. But CSA's going in as well. CSA still taking. CSA have completely wiped out this Union rear side, and now they're cutting in. That's going to be our first round. Union's down over a half morale stage now. Wow. Huge props, though, to the Union side. They fought very aggressively. And I don't know if it caught CSA off guard. I mean, CSA seemed to still have kind of a plan, and they were following through that. It seems CSA wanted to go up that right side. But Union, they got a little too spread out, and Union took advantage. Union was playing a really, really good first half of the game. But eventually CSA kind of settled down, won a charge, and then they kept countercharging, and were eventually able to push the Union out completely. And, I mean, Union still kept their flags, which is impressive as is. But CSA reform, got it into a little bit of a shootout for a while, eventually knocked Union into breaking, and then just did a two-pronged attack, and it worked brilliantly. Really fun round to watch. Isn't it entertaining when a lot of charging happens? You gotta love it. So, with that all being said, We'll see you all shortly here for round number 2. And here we are with the start of our second round, the Harpersferry Graveyard. So as a reminder, the sides did flip. The 17th Michigan's leading the CSA side, which is Union Campaign, and the 11th Mississippi is leading the Union side, which is CSA Campaign. Numbers basically even right now, artillery-wise. It looks like the Union has 4, CSA has a 6, so our infantry in balance right now is 2 in favor of the Union side. So, Harpersferry Graveyard, CSA is going in right away, not a huge map. They're hitting this Union right. They normally hit the opposite side. I assume Union reinforcements has to be moving in to assist. They are. They still got a lot of guys on the other side which aren't moving over here. Union trying to get on that stone wall to help. Or at least cut off the rear side. CSA, despite all that, is kind of getting a foothold here right off the rip. CSA looks like they win the charge. That's huge. That's something you don't normally see. I was going to say, normally CSA push down this side, and they kind of take things slow to start the round. But again, huge aggression here. Union main spawn, as you can see, it's right here. Union left only now starting to move over, that being 12th VA and 30th North Carolina. Numbers are numbers, and everything counts. So that's a huge foothold for CSA. CSA on this map, at least based on what I see with the sheet here. I'm not going off the normal website to do it. It hasn't been working today, but you got the 3rd Maryland for the Union with the Springfield 42, so Buck and Ball in the Springfield 55, and they have the 9th Vermont with the Enfield. CSA, they've got the 5th Alabama with the Mississippi or the Whitworth, and then they have the 18th North Carolina with the option of the Enfield, Springfield 55, and Springfield 42. I gotta make my own little thing that at least works more often, like just shredding it down somewhere. But you know, normally we talk strat at this point. I mean, CSA like to hold on this side, shoot it out, charge over here. You'll rarely see them charge over here. They'll do it every so often, but again, a huge charge from the CSA side here right off the gate. Very surprising to see a charge like that, and now CSA has a complete foothold on the Union defensive position, and that's huge. Ticket advantage is only 8% to the CSA side. Devs did not touch that in this recent update, and right now, I mean, Union is down about a 1/4 of a stage to a 1/3 of a stage. This is why I like the Grand Campaign. It's hectic and a lot of aggression here, so I can appreciate that. Obviously, I have my preferences, but like sitting and shooting has its place, and thankfully to the increased accuracy update of decreasing the bullet spread by a minimum of 60% for all the rifles, shooting has become much more of a effective strategy, which is good to see, right? Sure, charging is fun, but when you don't have other viable options, it's like, well, what's the point of a strategy game if you can't strategize? So Union reaction to the ever-changing battlefield is sending a lot of their guys onto the stone wall facing the CSA. It's a rough angle, but you got 30th North Carolina holding the left with Davis Brigade, 11th Mississippi, 42nd PA towards the center right side. I mean, just look. It's hard to see with the smoke, but you can't see where the CSA line is at. You'll note it goes up in elevation a little bit and then dips downward. So it acts kind of like a defilade here. And I mean, CSA's got this very strong defilade position here, and it's working out. They're up by a lot. Ticket gap seems to have closed a little bit though. It's weird when the bars are longer than what we see. At least it feels like that. So when you hit a new morale stage or about to drop into a morale stage, you'll stay at there for a while, which is probably why CSA looked like they're up a little bit. But now that they're actually starting to get into the meat of the stage, they are dropping. So it would be nice if CSA sent some forces around the flank here, and it looks like they might be doing that right now. It is spreading themselves out a little bit, and maybe Union could take advantage if they want to. Looks like HL is that group that is going out to the side here.
Yes.
I got me some jambalaya.
I mean, even if they, we'll just show you where it's at. I mean, even holding on the stone wall here, it's, again, hard to see with the smoke, but I mean, if you just pop out to the side here, you're not missing. At least you shouldn't, assuming you get your shot off. But CSA starting to move up again, getting up and close here with 1st Delaware, Iron Brigade, IBB, 17th Michigan, getting right on this Union right.
Keep them off the cannon!
Shoot those guys, shoot those guys, shoot those guys on the right.
Looks like they didn't like the Union artillery being there. CSA's got guns. They're all the way over there, which they should have nice shots. HL is starting to go on that flank. But it looks like Union's pull off beforehand. 11 Mississippi getting up here. Are they going to charge? Or are they going to shoot? PB's here as well. So it looks like they just want to hold and volley this out. Union pushing up to retake this side as well. And Union's going to try to take the ground back. So good move here from the Union team, completely throwing out the CSA lines. CSA will probably be able to get these flags back. HL's moving back in. And HL's going to get out, it looks like. So good job at least on a retreating action. But it looks like Union was eventually going to do it anyways. But maybe they saw HL running up on their flank and they're like, they're a little spread out. So really good charge. It was coordinated. It was together by the Union side. Really well done from them. However, if you're CSA, you got to be really happy right now. If you're keeping the tickets even with a defender, you're doing phenomenal. Just because of those last stages, like mentioned, last round, final push, last stand. Last stand for the defender is no more respawns. Final push for the attacker is the black timer will drop to a couple minutes. It varies based on the map. And it varies because it's the black timer will drop to how long it takes to get from your main spawn to the point of contention, which it says it's over the graveyard, but it's really in the center of my screen where the gap in the stone wall is. But that final push timer is the amount of time it takes to get from your main spawn to the point 2 times without bayonets or reloads. But outside of lowering the black timer, the attackers have infinite lives. It's a huge advantage to be able to keep respawning guys in your last stage versus defender who can't respawn anymore. As a result, if both sides are even on tickets and they both hit this final stage at the same time, the attackers, just because of how the last stages work for each side, have a huge advantage. So if you're keeping tickets even, you're doing phenomenal as an attacker. But CSA shifting, going to this, they reformed on the left, moving to the right. You have to move quick if they want to charge in, because this is not a huge map. Union already responding to the CSA movements here. And that can be the difficult thing for the CSA side is, I mean, what was our pop again? I mean, we're 307 right now, which is a lot of dudes. On a tiny map like this, I mean, Union defensive line essentially goes across the whole width of the map. And so it can be very difficult for an attacker side to break through. That's why it was so shocking to see the CSA side just outright break through that Union line. And I mean, Union was kind of spread out, and CSA took full advantage.
Smoke, gentlemen. Down
So both sides hit engage. When you're an attacker, want to hit the defender down to engage by the 30-minute mark. So I mean, absolutely beautiful on time. And again, right, if CSA wants, they can sit and shoot this out for a couple of minutes. But I will be very surprised, pleasantly surprised. Oh, those already shots missed. I'll be pleasantly surprised if the CSA can break through again. And now that things have kind of settled down for a minute, Union's kind of taking that ground back. Union's probably a little more attentive to where CSA's at with their team. And Union's probably, you would hope anyways, Union would react and move much more together this round. But that being said, CSA spreading out, doing what they more traditionally would do on this map. They have guys in the center stone wall, shooting it out with Union on the stone wall. Not a whole lot of shots are being hit here just because you can duck behind the stone wall entirely here. A couple nice shots, but 42nd and 30th, I like it. You know, they're just maybe waiting for CSA to come. They're not popping up, taking casualties. Wait for them to come to you. Not a terrible idea. However, CSA is slowly pushing forward on this side. They first formed up here. They extended their line down further south where you have FSB and some 59th and IVB guys. But they're slowly going to push forward here. They do have these rocks that they can use, but If they get close to the Union, right, Union's got that bucking ball, which can do wonders.
I think I hit that guy. I don't know.
Keep shooting, lads. Keep shooting.
I've already shot Ricochet. That was CSA already, too. So, Union's had plenty of time to at least respond. Union's not really engaging, kind of backing off. We can at least look what the CSA position sees. A lot of arty guys here, by the way, for 3 guns. I guess they have 2 guys per guns. Never mind. Why are the guns like this? There might be a couple more guns they can use. I don't know why they rolled this like this, though. Weird. They got a 4th gun over here. Alright, no, they got a good ratio. I like 2 men per gun. I think that's a good ratio. The thing is that they'll tell you optimally 3 is good, but, and sure, 3, if you have 3 guys, the gun's going to be reloading, shooting, moving as fast as it can. But
Kill those fuckers.
there's always an instance where someone will be sitting around doing nothing for a moment, and so while the gun's always doing something, efficiency is not at max. 2 guys, it might be a little slower, but the efficiency, I would think, is a lot higher. But anyways, 59th moved out. They take that. You do have Union guys here. Generally, Union likes putting a force there to make sure CSA can't do this, but CSA just walk up pretty much uncontested. And this Union line is kind of falling back a little bit to at least a little cover. 42nd PA, 30th moving over with that bucking ball, starting to pop it into CQB, who's trying to hold up here. And CQB's gonna go in, and it looks like they're going in by themselves, and it's a little spread out. CSA got the guns up there as well. I just saw an arty shot, and I'm like, what is that? More CSA reinforcements streak through the road. Union, a little outnumbered here, it looks like. CSA getting on that point right now. Is that the whole Union team? No, it's not. Union left and right side extremes are trying to get involved here.
Let him spawn. Shoot him in the face.
CSA now charging down this Union right, which they do win over here as well. Tickets fairly even. Union left kind of holding here. Union center left.
They're everywhere. They're fucking everywhere, dude. Just shoot everywhere.
So Union's starting to at least gain a little bit of a grip here. Not a whole lot of CSA left, but you do have CSA on the point.
Get him, Fletcher! Come on!
Help me, help me, help me, help me, cover me.
Come on! They're right there! What are you guys doing?
A really good charge, though, from CSA, nonetheless. The issue, it's always seemed in the past that when CSA ever tries to push down this side, Union always has enough guns to shoot them out, and Union usually punishes CSA for moving up here, but Union did not have a whole lot of guys. They were sitting back on this left side, trying to avoid ticket loss, being like, CSA, come to us. We're not going to engage ourselves. But by doing so, CSA was able to get a sizable force to get up here and get some shots off, and then eventually open up a lane for the rest of the CSA to charge in, and now CSA slightly up on tickets. Union do retake the ground, so good on them, but that was a huge charge for CSA. Really well done. It's surprising to see CSA actually push up this right side, because CSA has been really... They've been able to get into these Union lines really well when they shouldn't be. At least based on what I've seen in the past.
CQB on the line. Spread out.
Get those kits while you can, boys.
Full kits and up and over.
So CSA reformed. It'd be really funny if they just bounced back to the other side and charged down. That'd be kind of funny. But it did work well. They might do that again. CQB is starting to push down. If they do push down that right side again and Union responds, they can just buck and ball. I mean, it's a tiny path to charge down. So, CQB pushes up, 59th, moving behind.
Watch out for friendlies to the right.
Keep moving, 5 minutes.
Do not stack up.
Sprint forward.
Beautiful line, boys.
Union sending a group or so back over here. Looks like 12th VA is going over here again. Union is rolling a gun here.
No, this is the spread out. Skirm line.
I mean, they have an absolutely beautiful angle of CSA, but Union not putting any... There they go. They're starting to move. This is a beautiful angle to watch this.
Oh my god, yeah, that's
Just target that rock closest.
Union's going up in there, actually. On Mississippi. Great shots on CQB. Holy crap. That's what I mean by punishing the CSA for going here. Really nicely done from Malone, Mississippi.
Oh, I love hearing him scream. Oh, bro, you take that shot here.
Protect yourselves at all times.
Woo! Be careful, there is plenty of them.
We're still ahead on tickets. We're still ahead on tickets, though.
Yeah, don't show
Oh, that was a Union gun. Nice shot.
Oh, it was just us.
Get a flag and run back.
Got a couple kills there, it looks like, but it might force them off.
Hey guys, watch out. They can run up right this first row of tents.
So, Union team formed up well. Again, good moves from Malone, Mississippi. You had 12th VA with the 42nd gun up there. First Delaware's up here as well. I mean, this you can't let CSA get close. It's kind of like Boulevard Heights Redoubt. You want to keep them at a distance if you can. So really good job pressuring them off that position pretty quickly. FSB is starting to move through the woods here. They might just be trying to just at least harass 12th VA a little bit. CSA still slightly up on tickets despite, and both sides are going to fall, or about to fall, and taking losses shortly.
Nah, they don't have a can crush. Just hear the explosion going
Keep it up, boys. Keep it up, gentlemen.
No, it's like lightning. It never strikes the same place twice.
Spread out the line, bro.
Sir, are those friendlies in the wood?
Yeah. I mean, the thing with Union right now is that, I mean, they're holding pretty far back. Union generally will like to hold continue where First Delaware is holding on this half-stone wall. Sometimes. But they like to hold up here. It seems they don't like that. They're trying to play the time game, and I don't know if you're Union and can play the time game anymore. I mean, they will maybe take less tickets being back here. Maybe it's a better... Not from here. CSA already gets a good shot on them over there.
I'm actively bleeding out of my kidneys. You want to say something about the cannon?
I'm standing on top of someone? Oh no, I'm on a rock.
CQB runs into the
Up to the left.
Break reload!
That was a really good gun here from Union. Mattis and Gladden. Someone's got to be running the ammo over. But, was this guy right here? Look at that. McTavish too. I mean, they're hitting good shots there. So, CSA starting to move up to the road. CQB, Midwest Brigade starting to push down the center with Iron Brigade. CSA is making a push as Union hits taking losses. They're running into nothing right now. They might get encapsulated by this Union team here. We'll see where they go. They just got to move together, CSA. They can't spread out too much. If Union split up, you just got to hit one of the sides together. Which I don't know why they're... I mean, they are sitting and shooting right now. Sitting and shooting is just going to let the Union maybe encircle you. PB, very risky charge here through the graveyard. CSA hold that. I'm surprised they're not all just charging in, but instead they're going to keep it a shootout. Union's got a beautiful flank here. CSA's in a, they're in a nice spot on the stone wall, but man, they're kind of surrounded right now. Surrounded, kind of. You know, how well does Union see on this flank? Oh yeah, you could see. Oh, good shot.
Keep it up, keep it up.
But CSA will early cap here, stopping the black timer. 7 minutes. If they hold it for that, they win the game. Union needs to retake, obviously. Now they can push CSA into last stand since CSA is not considered the defending team, but they don't really have enough time to knock them down. Basically 2 whole morale stages. So Union's starting to push around this left side. 12th V and 1st Delaware moving up. Most of the CSA have hopped up into the stone wall, so CSA looks intent on holding this. A lot of them are holding behind the point, though, and Union's going to push in.
Open fire right here. Ah, gotcha. Hold here, boys.
CSA still has numbers on. Maybe they are capping from back here. I didn't know it would have extended that far.
Right in front, east, 2 flags, right above us. Shoot him, shoot him,
Keep the ball, guys. Keep the ball.
Who made that mess? Who made that mess?
So Union actually taking maybe a slight ticket lead as CSA will eventually be shot off the ground. Woo! Yeah, it looks like Union's up a little bit on tickets. That's a huge start. Generally, as a defender, you want to be a third to a half a morale stage ahead of the attacking side by the time you get to those final stages. Biggest reason for that is, right, attackers have infinite spawns when you get to their last stage. And so you need to have some buffer in tickets to compensate for that. So CSA side starting to reform there. Meanwhile, the Union side is nearly formed up. They just got guys spawning in at main.
Move it left.
So, Union will retake. They're up on tickets, so they don't regain any. If they were down, they would go up to the percentage of tickets that CSA is at. But, I mean, Union is almost up a fourth of a stage right now, if not there already. So, we'll see what CSA wants to do next. This is what I would maybe more normally expect out of a Harpersferry Graveyard. I mean, when you get up to 300-some players, it's a lot of people crammed into a tiny area. That's why you see people, especially when you get up to 400, I really don't like Harper's Ferry, the map pack as a whole, just because a lot of these maps are really, really tiny. Harper's Graveyard probably, you know, it's a small map, but it's probably one of the larger, smaller maps here. I mean, just looking down here, like a lot of this area here is just chopped up into a bunch of tiny maps, and it's just there's no strategy involved with it. It's just, all right, they got a lot of guys, we got a lot of guys. We just got to charge and hope we can break through, which is why I was glad to see the bullet spread decrease by 60% when they did that update to make shooting a strategy. Sure, I prefer charging, but in a strategy game, you need multiple options for it to be a strategy game, right? There's got to be multiple ways for you to win a game. And, you know, even if shooting might not, at least, I don't know, playing it's probably fine. It's like golf for me, right? Golf is entertaining to play, at least when I've played it with friends, but watching it, not so much. And it can be the same with shooting and War of Rights when you see a match where everyone's just sitting and shooting the whole time. It can be, but obviously it has its instances. So, CSA starting to push out a little bit. CQB and 59th New York. IVB guys as well start pushing out to this right side again, starting to get into shootout. Union's up by a fourth of a stage at this point. Which, again, right, CSA, you're still fine. You're still fine being down tickets as an attacker, right? It's only about a third to a half of a morale stage where you should get concerned. Now, obviously, right, the trend is heading that way. So obviously you need to change your strategy, adapt. You've got 22 minutes. If CSA wanted to sit and shoot this out for the rest of the round, they could, right? They could spend 5 or so minutes, get into a shootout, and maybe see if they're, you know, closing that ticket gap or dealing enough ticket loss to the Union side. Can spend time with that strategy there.
You're exposed though, Bruce. Get down.
Yeah, if you're too far left, you might want to reconsider moving to right.
So CSA almost going into breaking. Oh, it's not good for CSA. This Union gun over here has been really putting in the work. I mean, I'm just seeing it out of the corner of the eye like a moment ago. They just hit a nicer shot. I mean, it's a great view. They should be hitting these shots. 59th IVB guys pushing down, trying to get 12th VA, but they're a little thing called flank from the top. It's going to be a nice couple kills to get, but...
Where do you think you're going? Where do you think you're
going? To your mom's house.
Where do you think you're going? Where do you think you're going? You're going to the fucking grave, boy.
So 59th IVB will win that charge. Some 30th North Carolina guys are trying to charge into assist.
What up, Johnny Rab?
And they should clear this out.
Oh shit, guys, run away.
They are right there on the flank.
You're probably wondering why CSA running so far forward. I'm pretty sure this road changes in elevation a little bit. I mean, every little change in elevation. Yeah, I mean, it dips down a little bit from where they're at. They got to run, I mean, all the way up here where their line was to see the Union. Maybe not as far, but you get the idea. Midwest, 9th Corps, pushing their guys over the stone wall. Both sides are... Where'd that ticket lead? This is the second match in a row where the ticket lead went. It disappeared for the Union. Tickets are even. Never mind. CSA's in. They're probably still going to hit breaking first. But the moment the CSA side forces the Union into breaking, CSA can go for a cap and try to win this game, which, I mean, we'll see if they want to push that or not. But again, right, they've got 18 minutes. They maybe don't need to push the pace, but they might want to. I mean, charging has kind of gone, for the most part, outside of maybe late, has gone well for CSA. So they hit breaking. They can cap from about here on the stone wall. They were capping a moment ago when I was looking there. Let's see, 9th Corps pushing up maybe just to get shots. HL's here as well. I mean, CSA, if they want, could just send a couple guys forward to force Union out more into the open. They could do that if they wanted to.
Cut the grass,
And okay, I'm sorry. I was trying to maybe see if I could see if they hit something, but way too late, and then just saw nothing. 42nd, just 42nd for the most part. A couple 30th Ohio guys on point, trying to make sure it stays capped for them. I'm sure if they left, CSA would go in, but it looks like CSA wants to keep this a shootout.
Cover back, cover back.
Stay in line, boys. Make sure you stay in line. Yeah, your health is gone. Damn it.
So, I mean, 16 minutes is way too much time. It's plenty of time to knock your opponent down. Shooting, I don't know. We'll see. Let me pull up the VOD here and see when. I mean, we've been shooting it out at least for about 2-3 minutes. So, oh, nice arty shot. For 2-3 minutes since we've seen the both sides hit breaking here. No one's dropping yet, but again, it's like the bars are longer than what you actually see.
Good to see you, lol gold. Happy to have you, man.
On fire, CB.
Hold your lead, CGB.
Hold your fire.
Are they gonna go in?
Independent.
Never mind. At this point, they're probably not going in. They're probably just gonna shoot this out. All right. I mean, we saw a charge happen earlier where Union got a ticket lead. CSA probably just trying to avoid that, and it looks like both sides now starting to drop through breaking. Perfect timing, Artie. Perfect timing. It's kind of hard to tell who's winning. It looks like CSA might be slightly up on tickets right now. Good side for them. Looks like Flores is spamming in the Union chat to disengage. I mean, CSA is Union's pulling back, right? They're trying to avoid a ticket loss, but this is going to let CSA get closer. 59th is now charging where these 12th VA guys are at. These should be nice skirmishing and out-of-line deaths for CSA.
Cannon fall back. Kills many cannon fall back. Back to bounds. Back to bounds. Back to
Fall back, boys. Fall back for run.
So, it might have ran a little out of bounds to try to make that happen, but those are good kills. Real good kills. FSB moving down as well, starting to get a shootout. Union can't fall back that much further before CSA is just going to be able to get right on point. It's a rough decision. Union can't play for time. Oh my goodness, that was CSA already. Beautiful shot, though. CSA now starting to go up. They could really leak on the point. I don't know why they're not. HL could just run right up there. Maybe they just want to stick in a little bit of cover, but we got close range fighting here. Little Mississippi trying to hold for Union.
Spread it out, rat boys. Take the ground.
Shoot to kill.
Keep that flag down. Keep that flag down, boys.
Those are friendly.
Keep that flag down.
Those are friendly. Don't shoot.
I couldn't see their names.
5-9 to your left. 5-9.
Looks like they are starting to move up on point. Midwest is doing that. I don't know, Lucian's taking a little jog here. It's going to force Union out, which Union's... They're rising up to the road. First Delaware is... You know, Artie just keeps hitting the same spot, and Union just keeps standing there. I mean, Union could push forward a little bit, but they'd probably get hit there. Union's starting to storm up, though, towards the point. At least a couple guys are.
You see a few people on the road, guys. Yeah, they're right in front of us, boys. Southwest.
This is point blank that's going to get here.
Point's starting to be retaken by Union, but Union's down by a fourth of a stage right now. CSA kind of back off, seeing Union push up as well.
Straight ahead of us, PB. Straight ahead of us on that stone wall.
Georgian unit? Holy shit, I hear Kadanga over there.
This is not looking good for Union. Not good at all. I mean, really the only hope Union has at this point is they got to get CSA down the final push. If they just keep things as is, they're not going to win. It probably won't work, but this isn't working right now. They got to charge out CSA flags, knock them down, hit them in the final push, and then prevent them from picking their flags back up. It's the only way Union's going to win at this point, because final push, right? Black timer's going to drop. Only do a couple minutes when a flag is dropped, which we really haven't seen that today. Props to both sides on that aspect, but they have flags down, 5-minute despawn timer on that. And final push timer is going to be below 5 minutes. It is for nearly every map. I think for probably all of them. I don't entirely remember it, but if you get the CSA flags down and then they can't respawn on them and they have to come from their main spawn, it's going to be difficult for them. But Union's kind of backing off. CSA, you know, it looks like they might just, they could shoot them down the last stand and then just keep shooting. They don't even need to charge. But if they do end up pushing up, Union's gotta wipe those flags. They can do it right now if they want, but CSA, I mean, they'd probably be able to run back up and pick them up.
Up there.
On our left, just fire these guys out in the 10th store northwest. Yep, you know. I'm hoping we got enough guys firing uphill here. Remember all.
Yeah, they're about to last stand, boys.
Check.
Check. Check.
Check. Check. Move it up. Up we go, boys. Up we go.
Hey, game. Same place.
Game.
Independent.
Fire, fire, fire. Fire and pull back. Fire and pull back. Fire, boys.
So Union line's starting to shift a little bit. Their line's going into the road a little bit. It looks like first Delaware, looks like they just ran up to take some shots and go back. 12th VA, I mean, they're in a nice flank, but they might need to get to the point soon. CSA starting to get closer and closer to the final push. When will the Union hit last stand? It's felt like they've been at the bottom of breaking for a while.
Kill that little shit.
Point starting to be capped by CSA here. Maybe it's natural decay? It looked like it was them capping for a minute. At least fast enough. But Union hits last stand. No more respawns for them. CSA flag is almost down here. No, they should be able to get that back out. So no more respawns for Union. If someone was dead when their team hit last stand, they spawned at main. But since it's been a shootout, not a whole lot of that has happened. CSA is so close to breaking that at this point you just keep the shootout going, right? You want to stay, you want to use up as much time as possible. You don't want to charge in and hit final push and lose a couple minutes here. You might as well shoot them out and kill a couple of them before the black timer drops.
Sorry, my bad, sir.
But Union's got to get them down as soon as possible. Which again, they're not going to charge out at the CSA. At this point, they can't really do that.
Strong. Hold it strong.
What are these two dudes doing? They're just up on each other. Uh-oh. Looks like one of them's AFK. Oh, he's back. Union...
Hold your fire, CQB.
Hold fire, boys.
Yeah, we're close.
Have your bayonets on. Have your bayonets on.
Get your full kits and be ready.
Full kits, CQB.
Check.
Check.
Hold your fire. Check.
Get your reloads.
And he's second now. I mean, how many Union? This is like Union trying to go down the last stand. It feels like a eternity. But you got CQB starting to motion around. HL is going up center trying to get a volley. And CQB is going to go, and this will hit him the final push. There they are. A little over 2 minutes. CSA is capping the point. Point was going in CSA's favor for a moment, but Union ran back on it. You have CSA, Iron Brigade charging this. I don't know why they're charging across the graveyard. Union needs more bodies on point when the clock hits 0. CSA maybe making a little momentum there. They are starting to thrust through this Union left, though. That is very weak at this point.
Kill them. Hey, careful, careful, careful.
CSA's have got a minute 20, a long time still on the clock, and now they're starting to collapse in on the point. And that should be the end of our round here. Union already gets the last shot in there, but a really good game from the CSA side. They had a phenomenal start. Right off the rip, they charged in. I know you see that on this map at times, but they charged in on a side you wouldn't normally expect. Union, their communication was not it at the beginning. That's partially maybe what we saw last round when they were playing CSA as well, but CSA kind of had a good ticket lead. Union was able to work it back. I don't know. Yeah, they were able to work it back, keep things even. But CSA, because they were aggressive, brought everyone down with a couple of charges. Had a lot of time left, and they just shot it out until they won the game. So, really good round from CSA, especially on a high pop. Usually don't do as... Usually Union does pretty well on this map. Anyways, what are these victory screens? They're a little off, but yeah, with that all being said, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed. If you want to support the channel more, go beneath the video, hit the join button. By doing so, you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do with no ads. You can advertise your regiment in the bottom of our video and get an additional broadcast per week. If you're playing in this event, streaming, recording, and then uploading later, send me a link to that, and I will put that in the pinned comment of this video. But regardless, I appreciate you all. I could not do this without you. More stuff in the description, like our Discord and Clips channel. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one.